Miss Hart, you're late.
I stood on the doorstep of the most prestigious hotel in London, staring into the deadly silver eyes of my boss, the mysterious billionaire MasonCampbell. Like always, he looked like an angel fallen to hell in his perfectly trimmed designer suit, his bulging muscles threatening to tear through the fabric. Without so much as a hello, he turned and walked back inside, leaving me standing by the door with my heart threatening to explode. I followed him inside to the living room, which was luxuriously furnished and had a magnificent view from the balcony windows. I peered around the dark shadows of the room. In the month since I'd started working at Campbell Industry, I'd never been called to his private hotel room so late at night. I half expected some goons to be waiting in the corner to put a bullet in my head and throw me in the Thames. But it appeared we were alone. He turned to give me his signature, icy, calculating stare. It was cold inside, but every part of me felt suddenly hot and sweaty.
Sit down.
I sat down reluctantly, perching on a sofa while Mr. Campbell stretched out with insolent ease in another chair. Crossing his legs, he stared at me, and his fingers slowly drumming on his thigh made my stomach tighten.
Do you drink, Miss Hart?
He stood up and poured himself a drink from a crystal tumbler. No, I lied, my mouth dry. I would have loved a drink, but I had a weird feeling this was some kind of test, and if I failed, I would probably never see the light of day. Despite my answer, he poured me one anyway, and slammed it down on the table in front of me. Instead of returning to his chair, he sat down next to me on the couch.
Why do you think I hired you, Miss Hart?
I don't know, sir. I didn't want to bullshit an answer. Why did you hire me, sir? He put his untouched drink to the side and leaned forward, his elbows on his knees.
I'm asking the questions tonight.
He said sternly.
Do you have a husband, Miss Hart? Answer me. I don't have all night.
No, I'm not married.
Do you have a boyfriend?
My heart pounded against my ribs. No, I said again.
How about a lover?
Mr. Campbell, this is getting very personal, I stammered, my cheeks hot.
Yes or no?
He said. He leaned in so close I could smell the alcohol on his breath. No, I finally whispered.
Very good. So I can assume that you are fully committed to your work.
You've made sure of that, I shot back.
Well, you're about to get a lot more committed.
What does that mean? He stood suddenly, and as he walked away from me, I was finally able to breathe for the first time since I got to his room. After a long silence, he spoke.
I have a proposition for you, Miss Hart. One which you cannot refuse.
1 month earlier. Take me to Campbell Industry, please. The taxi driver tensed and looked at me like I was crazy.
Are you sure you want to go there?
Yes, I work there. I looked at the clock.
You work there?
The taxi driver's face paled, and he suddenly looked like he regretted picking me up. Well, it's my first day. I checked the clock again, desperate to not be late. Is there a problem?
No problem. I'll take you there right away, ma'am.
I looked out the window, confused. We were still a full 2 blocks away from the building.
This is as close as I'm allowed to get. Ma'am, sorry.
I got out of the taxi, and it immediately turned around, tires squealing on the road as it sped away. I gulped, my heart pounding in my chest. I walked toward the massive office building, craning my neck to see the top. It looked like any other corporate skyscraper, but there was a strange, ominous feel to it, like if I walked through those doors, I'd never come back out. I made sure to keep my ID badge visible as I walked past the security checkpoint. I took a deep breath and walked in, ready to face goons and torture racks and bloody screams, but it was normal. The quiet hum of well-dressed business people going about their morning filled the air. I sighed in relief and walked toward the receptionist. She sized me up, not bothering to hide her disdain for me. She huffed in disbelief that I was a new hire. I managed to keep my cool as she insulted me while giving me directions to the marketing department. When I got in the elevator, people avoided me and waited for a different elevator. I took the elevator alone up to the 20th floor. The elevator doors opened to an empty floor. Completely empty. No people, no furniture, no nothing. Just some pillars and some lights. I tried pressing the button back down to the lobby, but it wouldn't work. None of the buttons worked. The elevator just turned off. A cold sweat trailed down my neck. Hello? I called out, my voice echoing. There was no response. Anyone here? I hesitantly stepped out of the elevator, looking to either side of me for a stairwell. The elevator doors snapped closed behind me, leaving me stranded. My heart pounded in my ears and my hands trembled. This isn't funny, I yelled out. Hello? If you don't let me out, I'm going to call the police. Still no response. I pulled out my phone, but there was no reception. I gathered all of my courage and walked out onto the empty floor, looking for a way down. Then something cold pressed into the back of my head. I froze, terrified.
On your knees! Now!
A deep voice barked out from behind me. I collapsed onto the ground, scraping my knees against the concrete. A massive, terrifying man I'd never seen before circled in front of me, and he pointed a gun at me. "I'm just here for my first day of work," I stammered. "This is some kind of mistake."
Shut up!
He yelled. I clamped my mouth shut, trying not to anger him. Tears blurred my vision, and my only thoughts were my dad, alone in the hospital room, getting sicker and sicker.
Gideon, pick her up.
A new voice said. Footsteps echoed through the air as the newcomer approached from behind. He pushed his gun to my temple, finger on the trigger. "Please," I whispered. "I'll do anything you want. Just—" My voice faded away. Dressed in black from head to toe, his suit could barely contain his broad chest and powerful arms. His face was carved by the gods, with cheekbones that would make any man or woman jealous, a straight nose, and kissable red lips. And his eyes. They were the most intense yet cold eyes I had ever seen. It was him, MasonCampbell, the most vicious, sexiest man alive.
You're a terrible spy.
He said, his voice rumbling like thunder before a storm.
You have 10 seconds to tell me who you work for, or I'm going to be the last person you ever see.